Well, if one of your New Year's resolutions is spending less time in traffic next year, good luck. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Jeff Brady. TxDOT has several major construction projects underway right now, and we wanted to know whether the new year will bring some relief for local drivers. Eyewitness News reporter Sue Kalberg went to find out.
In West San Antonio, everyone who commutes to or near Joint Base Lackland is looking forward to progress on the effort to improve Loop 410 around Highway 90 and 151. This project, which got underway 2 years ago, is still 2 years from completion. But they say when they're done, peak period traffic speeds will increase by 44 miles per hour. 281 from Stone Oak north to the county line just may be the area's biggest bottleneck. The goal here is to increase average travel speeds by 35 miles an hour. The fix is a $304 million project that will be a stop-and-go nightmare for the next 2 years, so come on 2020. Then there's I-10 in the Dominion area, where they're adding regular lanes and the first high-occupancy vehicle project in the area. This is only 46% complete. Look for this one to be done in late 2019. TxDOT says the state is growing by about 1,100 people every single day, and since many of those people drive right in front of us, they say big picture, pack your patience when you hit the road. Sue Kalberg, KENS 5, Eyewitness News.